Whiskey Brothers podcast is intended for an adult listening audience. If you find yourself easily offended, I guarantee this will do it.
They don't want no problem. Nah.
From Houston, Texas, the Whiskey Brothers podcast starts now.
Welcome, everybody, to the Whiskey Brothers podcast 954. We are your Whiskey Brothers. I, Slade Ham, your host. Trey Tutson across diagonally, Sam Damaris, and then, of course, across from me, Jerry Wayne Longmire. You got yourself a glass of Old Humble whiskey?
Yeah. I thought my new name was just going to be not Rob Mungle.
That's, no!
You called me Rob about the last.
Oh, a couple of times. You know, we have the Right Reverend Robert L. Mungle's microphone cover.
Dude, that thing is going to be his urn.
It's man, you know what?
Rob
It'll hold
definitely's
him.
getting cremated.
It'll hold him.
No way he fits in that.
We always forget the old guard. We raise a glass to Rob Mungle and Bill Miller, the gentleman who started everything. We're gonna. It may be after episode 1000, but as we reimage the show and we do some a new intro and
You
some
want
stuff,
Bill on there.
I want Bill and Rob's voices to just bring, ladies and gentlemen, the Whiskey
Just
Brothers.
them going, fuck those guys?
That's. They built
There's
this house,
no
man.
talent hacks that we put on this goddamn thing.
Just 45 seconds of cut.
I'm not letting them write it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not letting him write it.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's a
fair.
Bill.
I should let Bill write it.
Bill
It'll be
Miller,
real long.
Bill Miller, I would actually let write it. We have spoken, and Bill, if you are listening, and I know you pop into the occasional episode, my brother, we raise a glass and cheers. Thank you for letting us stand on the ground you built.
First time I ever saw Bill Miller, he walked.
You could let Rob write, but you just do it the same way Comedy Central does. He sends it to you, and you send
And
it
you
back.
send it back.
The copy that he's actually
right
going to
here.
say. Yeah.
Yeah, 14 cunts. We don't need any of those.
Yeah, it's gonna look like those UFO papers.
Yeah.
Just
Oh, yeah.
black Sharpie.
It's like, why does this say "fuck your job"?
All redacted.
Yes.
First time you met Bill?
First time I met Bill Miller, he walked up to me. I had a black suit on. He goes, "You look too much like Ron White. Take that goddamn suit off. You look ridiculous." And walked by. I didn't know who the fuck he was.
But he was
I didn't
right.
know anything about his history or anything. No, I quit wearing that goddamn suit. for
That's
sure.
it's
But
about
look, he used to go in the back, of course, all the time because I always went up so late, and he'd just be in the back drunk, and because all the OGs stayed back there, and like I was scared to go back there. I thought you had to be invited to the table or some shit. But there was one time where I got up like second host at open mic, and the first time he ever spoke to me, he just came in, he was like, "You're pretty funny." I was like, "Oh shit," because it was Bill Miller. I was like, "Oh, thanks, man." I was like,
So you know
"Hey,
who he
I'm
was.
Sam." Yeah, dude, I watched him every fucking week. I was like, "This guy just kills every time he walks up." And he's like, "You're pretty funny, kid." And I was like, "Oh, thanks, man. By the way, I love everything you do. Like, I'm Sam. I don't care." It just walked off.
Tommy Drake
What
told
the
me.
fuck up?
Tommy Drake told me the funniest story about Bill sleeping on his couch one night and him walking through the room at like 2 a.m. and Bill was like in his sleep going, "Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. The one, the only." And I thought that was the silliest shit in the world until the other night Rachel came out of the bathroom and I was drunk and I got Scooby-Doo bobbleheads and I was going, "Y'all give it up."
That's hysterical.
I met Bill on a Zoom call.
For those of you watching, we are getting a little crafty. We're going to get a little bit more because we want to get into, we want to speak a little bit about the Houston comedy scene
Yeah.
and some
Hell
stuff
yeah.
coming up. But we're also on the teeter-totter of getting into this chunk about cheating spouses, and I want you to not go anywhere. So don't
Stay
move.
tuned.
It's gonna get right back to cheaty Whiskey Brothers
It's
stuff.
like what,
I've
what
been
we
told
like to
I,
talk about at Vaults of Lore Studio.
This is and I have to mention that too. vaultsoflore.com is our sponsor. You can go to vaultsoflore.com if you want to find out more about the book, Ajakalia Volume 1, Magic's End. We have spoken about it on many of the past episodes. The book is full of all sorts of characters and magic and lore that you will enjoy. Vinford Sansbury, the author, but he is an alien who has spoken these words to a human scribe, and you can get the book. Vaultsoflore.com. Go there, and that will link you over to absolutely everything. Now, Houston-centric comedy.
Yes, sir, man.
What has gone on the last week? You guys all...
Well, me and Trey did a show at the Riot last Friday.
which is probably there aren't many the shows.
You
at
gotta
six-
explain that in 2021 though, because when you say you did a show at the riot, they're gonna be like, "Oh, what black guy got killed?"
Who books that?
Brian Gendron and Drew Wilson have been producing shows at Rudyard's, which is a great old comedy stage. We've all been playing there for a long time, and they're really running a pretty well-oiled organization over there. It's
Yeah.
basically a comedy club. There's 5 or 6 shows happening every week.
Every
And
week.
You can
know,
check it out.
as a
It's,
comic, I will say that they're pretty well paid for local
Well
comedy
paid,
shows,
well attended.
And well attended, man.
Yeah.
That's the there. It's
and they treat you right.
it
and they
takes
treat you good.
it's this city has been as comedy goes notorious for having lots of shows where the audiences are just comedians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an easy place to find stage time if you want to perform for your peers. A difficult place to find stage time if you want to perform for civilians. There's a handful of shows in this city that do. I talk about the secret groups Friday and Saturday night too that Antonio Aguilar books.
That's a great one.
And then the Riot, of course, I see their lineups frequently, and it's nothing but bangers. They bring it's people from out of town that
Out
are
of
passing
town,
through,
yeah.
and then
Trey
very good
scorched
locals.
Trey scorched that fucking crowd. I had to follow him. It was a
they
goddamn
booked
nightmare.
me.
Ooh,
Yeah, it was no fun at all. It was all. Not only that, it was a triple headliner show, right?
Uh-huh.
And Zod went up and
First.
blew the doors
He
off.
murdered.
But
Really.
that's the order the show should have gone.
He murdered the place.
They wanted me first.
That would've been wrong.
But he got hung up. He had a flat tire. Or some
yeah, I
shit.
had fucking
But then they
bullshit.
put Trey up, and Trey went up there and went on the stream of conscious rant and just dude, that fucking mail truck shit. When you said you're gonna be like a white woman when they try to come into the neighborhood,
Yeah.
that was one of the
yeah.
funniest things. I mean, you killed that damn place, just
Yeah, I was-
destroyed it.
Yeah, that happened a year ago. So so I was dealing with like the anniversary of
Oh,
all
this
that
was your
shit happening.
9/11.
Yeah, I
Yes.
remember.
And he had a flat tire.
Never forget.
It was an inside job.
And his friend talked some shit about him, and he was mad.
Yeah, man.
And he came in there and destroyed it. I mean,
Yeah.
they didn't leave me shit. They left me tired, angry people.
Yeah,
I bet it. Were you intentionally trying to bury him at that
I was
point?
intentionally trying to bury Jerry. Yeah, I was. Yeah.
There was
Bury
a-
Jerry, my third favorite flavor
Yeah,
of Baskin Robbins, by the way.
As big as I am, it took a while to dig out of that hole. I'll tell you that. That
Tag
was a- that
team
was
back
a deep
again.
hole I
Yeah.
started in.
But they are at the riot HTX on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They put
They
together
booked
a
me on
show.
their storyteller show because I think you told him when he started booking a storyteller show. Was it you or him?
Yeah,
It wasn't
I
me,
told
'cause
you about it,
ain't
'cause I'm
nobody
about
asked
to
me
get
to work
the-
shit. I definitely ain't referring nobody.
I'm
No,
about to
shit.
get the footage from that storyteller show from Drew Wilson they recorded, and I think we're going to put that on the Patreon. It's
Yeah.
like a special thing that if
Yeah,
you
'cause they were like-
subscribe, you can watch it.
So yeah, it was
Who have you pissed off?
I told
know it
the
don't-
third. Oh,
I know it don't matter to you,
Uh-huh.
you know, or you say that because you know how to put on cask really well. But who have you pissed off? Because I think the only show you did was when we did the Whiskey Brothers show by the Riot.
Yeah,
you
I
haven't
ain't
done
pissing
any
anybody off.
solo
I've
fucking
convinced
shows.
all these motherfuckers they can't afford me.
Oh, okay. I was like, something happened.
he
Okay.
didn't convince him. He went, "That's not enough."
No, that's not enough. Nope, dude. I
I
got.
like being in my house. Fuck off.
You know how like they tell single people, they're like, you got like if you've been single long enough, you gotta be good enough to be better than me by myself.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I am with these shows. They're like, you gotta be better than me at home writing shit for better shows.
But,
But that's a good show.
9-minute drive
It's a good
or a bike ride.
again.
As long as it ain't raining.
Nobody's asked.
Yeah.
Oh, no one's asked. That's
So,
But I
the
heard
difference
Slade
is-
say that one night about girls. Can I tell that? That was one of the funniest things.
Probably.
Me and Rachel were hanging out with you, and you're like, yeah, I'm just at the point now where I'm like, does your pussy do tricks?
Is it bad?
No, I'm going home and playing Xbox. I'm going home playing PlayStation.
No, if you can't
smoking
beat this
pot.
bowl and God of War and Fruity Pebbles at 2
Yeah.
o'clock, like you know what I mean?
I feel you.
Those will all stop
That
when I
shit-
want them to.
I was like, God, Slade's really maturing. That's nice.
Oh, that's so
to see him
funny.
growing up.
This motherfucker though, he's all like, do you pay enough for this, that, and the other? I am all about. I will take your gig. You know what I mean? If it's $50, I'll take your fucking gig. If I got nothing going on, I'll take your gig. And if it's not a
You
far
just told the
drive,
whole
whatever.
world you're worth for $50.
Huh?
That's right. You should say that out loud. You should have said. I
I,
was.
that,
$650.
if you want to let me finish what I was gonna fucking say,
He cut you off. I did not.
like you say, it's a 9-minute drive. I'm like, yo, man, I'll drive 9 minutes for you,
For
$50. But my thing is, you get what you pay for.
the baby
I'm
one.
not.
Alright,
I'm not ironing a shirt for your fucking $50. I might wear the shirt I was wearing
See,
last
I'm
night
the
for your
opposite.
$50.
Can't do that.
No, that's if I show up,
I can't do that.
show up.
Yeah,
I show
if
up. I show
I-
up.
if I'm
That's
showing up,
true.
you gotta
so,
get
Saeed
me.
has always been very,
Yeah.
But here's the thing. What I'm saying, like,
That's
look,
probably
look,
like a man who's been yelled
I
at
wear
by
a
me.
t-shirt and jeans, but it's still like I'm still gonna look all right. But I'm saying like you not getting a fucking collar, and you getting my everyday J's. You're not getting the ones that are sitting. You're not getting the ones that's at the top of the
ones
closet
you-
and the bottom.
Sam,
What,
has,
you cut
Sam
the
has
grass
dress
in?
code requirements for money. That
That's
is the
Yes,
amazing.
you get what the fuck you pay
200
for.
gets you a collar. 100
So-
gets you a bath.
I did. Motherfucker,
Bro.
oh, you didn't shave today, bitch. You paying $50.
For 600, I'll bring my act.
So,
That's about.
by the way,
price.
let me ask this: are y'all all confirmed in October to do the last Tutson interruption?
What?
I
what's
had
the
y'all
date
in
on it?
mind,
Yes, I mean,
but I would like all three of y'all to show up and
Come
we'll-
back November
That's
1st.
right, you're gone. Fuck. Okay, well, all right, it'll be fucking.
I'm
2 out
in.
of
My
3.
my schedule's yours.
Yeah. Okay.
I come back when you come.
Yeah,
back.
that's right. All right.
We straight. I ain't
But-
going nowhere else. I just told Carnival to.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Nah.
unless
But-
I develop a career before then,
Okay.
I'll be here.
Well, I was only
And
saying
it won't
because
because we'll be gone.
well, good for you, Jerry. Goodbye.
God damn it! Welcome to Whiskey Brothers. It's Slade Hammond. Fuck.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No.
That's coming back up.
Uh.
Wait, we go on a goddamn
I-
bike ride again.
I only
Wait,
brought
wait.
I only brought up Tutson
You left
interruption.
me in the rain.
Well, you left me in the rain. That's a great line.
That's a country album.
That's a country album for sure.
That's a sex tape.
Oh my god. That's an
That's
orphanage
anything you
story.
want it to be. That's a
That's a
multi-purpose
lie.
phrase.
It's a story for an orphan.
That's an
You know?
excuse for getting out of a ticket. That's all kind of stuff. That's Woo. No, Jerry,
Shit.
you're gonna be fine. We'll be back.
I love you, brother. From over here right now.
I love that you didn't look him in the eye when you said that.
I like
you
that
look
y'all-
way the fuck over there.
I like how y'all keep trying to talk me into a smaller table than 4 foot, but not like this. Not unless we put a ping pong net up.
Yeah.
Like George and Martha Washington.
What were we talking about? There was something going on.
We just talked about the
were
riot.
talking about
how
the
great
riot.
riots
Oh,
run,
yeah,
and
good
it's
show.
good
Brought up the
stuff.
interruption because it was in connection to what y'all brought talking about the amount of money, like what you get for the amount of money, like you get what you pay for with the shows.
Yeah.
And I did the interruption, and Albert De Leon came on the show. He was like doing the interruption, and he came out, and I go, Albert, every time I've seen you on stage, you always have a piece of paper. You always have notes. Like, why the fuck you never do a show of notes? He said, you know what, man? You know what? The reason I always have notes on stage is because I'm usually getting paid $4 fucking. He goes, if I'm getting paid $4, I ain't remembering shit. It's like,
That sounds like
Motherfucker
a,
went to the San Domingo School of Comedy, baby.
that's an Albert De Leon joke. Right
Yeah,
That's fair.
bro.
And if you want Albert De Leon's career, follow that advice.
I will sit the fuck
no,
down.
I
on
even
you.
if I show up, you're getting.
I would do
I
the
can't
riot
say
though,
fuck
because
up.
here's the thing, man. Is
gotta
like
do that, man.
here's the thing. Compensation to me is about a lot of things, right? I put
Did this get here?
it's magic. It's one of those glasses that refills itself. I put this shit on a it's
Shots
a,
of lore.
It's an equation, right? Like it's
Okay.
It's financial, but it's also like how good is the show? Can I work some stuff? Like if I can get a good crowd of civilians where I can work out some new stuff, that's worth like half of what I would normally charge you. Just the ability to do that in front of real people.
That's why
Dude,
I
they
said you
had
gotta
70
do the riot.
people. It
Yeah.
was a great crowd.
Right, and then
For
are
three
you
of us to go
you're
up there and
cool
beat 'em
folks,
up.
and I'm with people I like, and it's
Yes.
just up the street. Like all those things fall. I'd totally work for those guys. But
Yes.
that's a good because I'm not gonna go out there and shit the bed. Right, I don't want to die on stage. I'm gonna do new stuff, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna do new stuff till the new stuff doesn't work, and then I'm gonna go right
Yeah.
back to whatever
So-
works. You
And
know,
that's what I was working with a bunch of new stuff, and Trey had just killed him, and I was back about 5 or 6 minutes in, and I had the best heckler ever, because I was like, "This is going." I'm trying to figure out where this is going, and some dude goes, "Somewhere," and I was like, "Oh shit, you gotta come right for me,
My
dude."
man. That's so they're running good shows there,
They're running
and then
great shows.
and then you guys stop by. We won't spend a lot of time on it, but our friend Ali Sadiq just
I got
recorded
to
a brand new special.
He did a special at the Houston Improv. They made it look like he was in a theater. It doesn't even look like he's at the Improv.
They
The
built
setup
out
was
the
great.
backdrop and everything.
And I don't know when it's getting released, when it's coming out, but definitely watch it wherever.
good as-
He is
Yeah,
so.
Ali's
I mean,
amazing.
Ali's one of the
God,
he's
so good.
He might be the best storyteller working today,
yeah.
because I look at the guys like Burr and Chappelle, and they're all great at what they do, but working comics that tell stories, Ali
Yeah.
Sadiq is
He's
It's
gotta
a
be
small
the best.
category anymore, too.
very much so.
There's not
It's
a lot of storytelling.
well,
and his little story about the white dudes falling off the roof and shit is
as
just-
somebody
He's-
firmly entrenched in that sector, I just watch him with respect, and that's
My
it.
first overseas tour was me and Ali Sadiq in Korea in
Wow.
2004.
So none of them know who you were.
That's
He hadn't popped yet.
No,
so
no,
They,
this is
they didn't know who he
2004.
was, but it
you
was
had
one
cake
of those.
to back you up still.
So the thing is, and keep in mind, I started in 01, so we're over there. I'm nervous because I'm only 3 years in already. All my jokes are about living in Houston,
Cheers, my
and they
man.
don't work over in Korea. And then, this is my first overseas tour. The lady who booked it is on the tour with us, so I'm like, every time I shit the bed, I'm like, I'm never working here
This year
again.
again.
Was that our favorite lady of comedy?
she know what the fuck you talking about, Jay Wayne?
Put my gun on that
Goddamn
motherfucker if you
bitch ass
don't do a good
motherfucker,
job.
better sit your punk
I
ass
miss
down.
her. I loved her. I
a
know.
woman?
I know everybody has different
Yes.
And this is
Yes.
04, so it's not 13 genders.
No, she-
So- or
she's
whatever.
a great-
It's not.
She's a great comic, if you ask
They got
me.
genders
and,
like data plans.
I
It's
did-
unlimited.
She is
You-
fantastic. That's Olivia Arrington. She's a friend of the show.
Fucking awesome. I like
Yes.
her. Okay, I know what it is.
But she
been on
booked.
it.
She booked it. I'm on the tour. She's on the tour. I have nothing. And dude, it was every show you had me going up there just green as fuck with all this nervous energy, and then right behind me, Ali was coming up like, "Who the fuck is you?" "Oh, I'm the colonel. I run this base." "Yeah, you's a bitch."
Oh my
He didn't give a fuck. He did not
She's
care.
incredibly
And
talented.
I'm just watching, and he's just slaying. And just, if you made the mistake of opening your damn mouth during his show, I was just, I'm 24 years old, just sitting in the back, just like, what
Wow.
the fuck?
Dude, I'll say this last thing. I know we got to move
Yeah,
on.
no, we good.
But Ali, I watch, you talking about like you dealing with a heckler and all that shit. I watch him. He said one of the dopest lines dealing with a heckler. He never attacked this person. He never chastised the person. This person just kept yelling shit out the whole time. And he just gets quiet. He goes, I don't have to say nothing. Some dude in a little black shirt's gonna come over and tell you to be quiet. And then he gets quiet and he goes, you know, the thing about this job, y'all, is that it's a non-contact sport. And then the place just fucking blew. Like, it's just like, yeah, it's a non. He was like, I would never go to where anybody's at where they're performing and say anything to them while they're there. He's like, I don't even sing along with people at concerts. He's like, I'm at an Eric Benet concert. He put the mic to me. I was like, motherfucker, I didn't pay for that. And he like, I paid to see you hit these notes.
Ali Sadiq. I'm always excited
He's
when he has
always
a new
awesome, man.
special coming out. Let's talk cheating, Jerry Wayne.
Want to play a game?
Yeah.
Let's play a game.
Let's play a
All right.
game,
Games
Jared.
are fun.
So I found some stories, and they were funny to read through because I'm gonna read them to you guys, and I want y'all to tell me if you think the person involved in this story was cheating or not. And you can play along too, chat. And we'll see who
please
gets
do,
the most
chat.
right answers. There's gonna be 3 stories. The first story was right after the Ashley Madison
Oh yeah, the leak.
scandal when they
When the
leaked all
names
the
came
names
out.
and stuff. And this lady in Indiana, her husband started getting all kind of texts from this lady named Ashley Madison. And these were texts about meeting up and where to go and what time to be at her house. And this went on for about a week before she confronted the dude. Do y'all think he was fucking around?
First of all, Ashley Madison is a website. It takes place on the internet. They don't text your phone. Second of all, I don't think there was ever a person called Ashley Madison.
You know?
Oh, I know the situation here.
Okay.
He saved this girl as Ashley Madison because he met her on Ashley Madison. Yeah, I know how this game works.
This was
That's
weird.
dumb. Why didn't you save her as Chase Bank?
Because
no, scam
Here's the
likely's
thing.
better, but
it's so on the nose that it's actually like
that's what I'm saying. It's a red herring.
Yeah.
Like, why would I leave my keys at the
Why
murder
would
site?
he name the bitch after
Why?
the
But all
website?
you gotta do is type in Officer Madison then.
Yeah. Who
Yeah,
is
why the
this
cops call
Ashley
you?
Madison?
I
So-
thought Ashley Madison was like one of them whack ass schools.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
ICDC or something. I thought it was like that shit. It was like, I got caught
Yeah.
cheating on Ashley Madison. I was like, well, you're not graduating, I guess, right?
I couldn't believe when that scandal happened that all these. I just remember when that scandal happened. All these dudes like, oh shit, like. What did you think was gonna happen?
you would-
fucking
you
with
knew
a
people on
website
that?
is strictly for
Any
screwing
rich
around
woman
on
is
married
going to
people.
pay a hacker. She wants that email database.
Yeah.
And by the way, the funniest thing about that, did you know they didn't make all their money off of people signing up for the site? When you signed up for the site, if your wife thought it was happening, whatever, when you wanted to delete your account, it was like
You had to-
$60, $70. And it was in the fine print when you signed up for the site.
That's strong.
Yeah.
You
So-
love capitalism so much.
You asked if I know anybody, if I
No,
knew
no, I
anybody
just-
on there.
I meant that y'all
I did know some people on there,
Yeah.
but they were. This is a very specific era of my life, and
They were women.
They were all women, and they were upset about their relationship status.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I was just
Slade was Slade Madison.
Yeah, I was.
But that's
I
the
was-
thing. With the-
Pivot.
Yeah,
Pivot.
Slade Madison. That sounds like the sequel to Billy Madison.
with
So
the
you
hat.
don't think he was cheating?
No, I don't think he was cheating.
You don't think he was cheating?
No, it's a website. They don't text you.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
if she was in his
I
email,
get your
if she was in his email address and there was a bunch of Ashley Madison shit, then yeah, this motherfucker is guilty. But like, I mean, unless you go to a political campaign's website, nobody texts you from the internet.
How you feeling?
What about you,
I
Chad?
feel like, yeah. Because I've done that. I've, like, named bitches after, I've named bitches after churches and shit like
See,
that.
I don't know what
New
the,
Bethel Baptist.
I've been single for so long. I don't have to think about what it's like to have to hide shit, right?
Oh, you
Like
have
I
to be
just
on-
save you by your first name in whatever city I met you in.
That's, wow. It's a lot of Beaumonts in there. No,
He didn't point. He didn't
I
point.
didn't point. And my eyes weren't looking at you. I was actually looking at Jerry and Sam when I said it.
I know.
So it
That's
could
how I
be
knew.
either-
That's how I
it could
knew
be
you
all
were-
three
that's
of
how I
y'all.
knew you were talking about me.
It's
Forehead. It's your forehead,
Yeah, your
Trey.
third eye
You
was
look
looking
the
at it. Your third eye was looking at it.
Man, I'm writing that down.
Chad
Now,
has
here's
no
the thing.
guesses so far.
A lot of Beaumonts, two
He was
Tutsons.
probably cheating, but not with this woman.
Yeah. Not with this woman. Yeah.
Well,
What's up?
Too obvious.
it turns out he was not cheating at all.
Okay.
The new assistant pastor in their town's name was Ashley Madison,
Oh,
and he was helping her get a moving truck and shit to move into the parsonage.
they were
and
totally
stuff.
banging, 100% banging. I don't care what this story says. I don't care where you read it.
What
You
the
could have
fuck
read
is
this
an
on
assistant
Bible.com. Assistant parsonages, or whatever. That's assistant parsonage. Whatever the word you just said was. They are banging like fucking.
In a pear tree.
All right, we'll go to the next one.
Those female, I will tell you, the female preacher.
Oh, they
the
liberated.
best pussy in the world because they have so much built up tension from all it because of competition. It's like fucking a lady cop because they got something to prove. I'm not kidding to you, bro. You be like, bitch, I
His
know you
speech-
believe in
that's
God.
That's how serious his was. His
they
speech
kick?
got fucked up. I'm not kidding to you.
I'm not. Oh yeah, dude, I'm
Trey
not
became
kidding to
autistic.
you.
Just-
I'm not kidding to you.
I'm telling you, man, sometimes the more boring the job,
Yes.
if you ever go home with a teacher, a librarian, one time
I dated a lady
left myself
police
into
officer.
dating a criminal lawyer, and it was just like the more normal the job, but it's like, oh, you date a stripper, oh, this is gonna be wild. And she sucks,
No,
sucks.
Nobody wants to bring their work home. with
Home
them.
exactly.
I dated a lady police officer for a while in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
No handcuffs.
It was what? Fuck. There were
Damn.
guns involved. It was incredible.
If she works in an
It was an
office,
incredible development part of my life.
Black Lives Matter. Like, it's like,
I didn't ever hear her say that.
That's wow.
I can't breathe. Got said.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The shit turned into you like, what the fuck? I can't breathe.
followed by him going, "Mama,
He said, "Mama," 8 times.
Get your knee on my neck. How's your pussy here and your knee on my neck?
Have you ever weighed your pussy?
Have you ever?
hands up, don't squirt."
Hands up, don't squirt. hands up, don't squirt. Oh my god,
Okay.
that's strong.
Bit my tongue on 4 punchlines, and we're all better for it.
Oh shit.
Second story.
Probably.
Oh, okay. Okay. I got you.
Thank you.
I'm glad you went another way. Yeah, we were kind of going down.
Like, when
Here's
you
the
say-
thing. I think y'all all three think I was coming from a different place.
Yeah,
That's what,
yeah,
that's what's funny. Like,
You're all thanking me for different reasons.
yeah.
That's
Thank you, Say. Thank you. You're gonna
I've been married for 13 years. I'm afraid to talk about anything that happened before that sometimes.
I'll bring that up. She got
I
to get
try to
over
get
it.
in no
Carry
trouble.
on.
Oh yeah. Like Rachel, I'm fucking you now. Yeah, buddy.
Okay, so this couple, the guy.
This one.
Here, check this out, man. This is funny as shit. The guy, his wife, starts acting really secretive and shit at
She's
night,
cheating.
and she starts getting.
At night?
She starts answering her phone will make sounds, and she'll go answer her phone and fuck with her phone late at night. He's like, dude, I've seen her get calls from hospitals and shit and just ignore it. But all of a sudden she's getting all these messages late at night and stuff, and she'll get up and shuffle over her phone, mess with it and stuff, and she's being real secretive about it, and she locked her phone. Cheating?
No.
cheating.
No, y'all
Okay, first of all, the first time I ever locked my phone was because I was king of the butt dial. He can tell you. Like, he's listening to my pocket
Yeah,
more than
but
anybody.
this is a couple been together for 8 years. They
Yeah,
keep
but
their
still
phones
get tired of
locked
butt dialing
and-
people?
Yeah.
How close is it to his birthday?
Yeah, do they ever
I
say
don't
what city
know.
these
It
people
doesn't
in?
say when this guy's birthday is.
I only say that because sometimes women will get sneaky when they're planning shit.
Yeah.
And they think that they're being sneaky is not evidence that
It's
they're
very
planning shit.
yeah.
And you're like, it's
So you
Yeah,
think it's like a surprise
but sometimes
birthday?
it's a
planning.
surprise something.
It's a surprise something.
It's a surprise something.
But
Surprise
sometimes
divorce.
they're planning for another dude's dick.
It's a surprise divorce. I'm cheating on you.
Yeah.
Sam instantly goes to suspicion. She's.
No, what is
That's the thing.
this?
I've been single so long.
Yeah.
I'm only saying
I know
no.
it's fun because all three of you have a very different perspective on this shit.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm saying
he's married.
You're
I'm
married, but
single,
y'all
and
play
I.
around
and this
you
guy
have
has
other
8
girls.
relationships. I
And-
don't. I do not. I do not.
Sam's like, I gotta go.
No, I don't. I say no because that's not how women cheat. You don't. You find out. Women tell you. Like, sorry, you don't find out. Women tell you. If you walk in on a girl that is like that, that's a girl that has that had a father in her life. Like too deep into her life, where he was so involved, she got bad at cheating. That's not usually what women do. That women getting
Women
caught
don't
with a
tell you
dude.
they cheat.
Women because they actually are emotional beings.
So they just
don't-
bounce.
So that they the or
Hang
bounce.
hang
Well,
on a
nigga, you
second.
know.
Trey's making the
Yeah,
argument that women just will tell you that they're having a relationship with
and you
somebody.
have no idea.
Jerry's got a rebuttal though.
I will back him up on that. The only time I ever caught a woman cheating was I caught her in the act.
Yeah.
I had to walk in and catch it happening going on.
Did she know her father?
Man, kind of, but he raped her. That was my first.
See,
fight.
he knew her too well. See, that's my point. He
That
was
was the
too
first time I
involved.
was married,
He
yeah.
was too involved. And
Yeah,
look,
she had a fucked up home life.
that's a bad influence. I can't even cheat like a woman.
But so, when you say they
Look like a
tell
lady,
you,
cheat like a man.
they tell
That's
you
like,
no.
damn.
It's
Harvey's next
they
book.
tell you when it's too late. It's like when I say they bounce. It's like they bounce. It's like yeah, I'm bouncing because I'm with this dude.
They checked out,
Who
yeah.
I've been dating for the past 3 months,
But,
and you're like, what the fuck?
But
exactly.
I've seen a lot of and marriage changes things. I've seen a lot of relationships end where they're like, oh, we split up for whatever reason.
7 months.
Trey,
No,
Trey,
you don't-
Trey, Trey's scratching that almost goatee.
No, Trey's gonna back me. Trey's gonna back me on this. But they'll be like, okay, we're splitting for amicable reasons, and then a month later, she shacked up with a dude. 'Cause
Yeah.
she had already picked a pony from the
Of course.
shit.
Well, I mean, look.
And it picked her
there-
right
there-
out and
There's
then
15
engineered it.
motherfuckers that were waiting and they're trying while the whole time y'all were together. You know what I mean?
There's
Yeah.
always
If you're
dudes lying.
fortunate enough,
There's
I've
always
said
dudes
that.
lying in wait.
If you're fortunate enough,
All you need to-
people are hitting on your lady.
All you need
Yeah.
is a Facebook account.
Unfortunately, you're like, damn, bitch, I'm the only one that sees this shit.
When you break up with a dude and he shacked up with somebody a week later, because we don't have that Rolodex of everybody.
We're not
we gotta
gay.
go find.
We're not gay. We trying to survive. We like, hey, bro, shit. I gotta sleep on your couch.
The chat said they're not cheating. It actually wasn't cheating. What it was she was playing a phone game. And she was trying not to waste money, like speeding, those little phone games where you got to buy time
Yeah.
or whatever. So she was staying up at night to play her little bullshit phone game and everything.
because
was
like you can only make a
notifications from
move
her
like
phone.
every 60 minutes or some shit.
Oh,
So
wow.
She had texted. She was playing Farmville, and this dude thought his marriage was ending.
You know what? It probably was. You got a girl who likes Farmville.
That's one.
Yeah,
And two.
you should end it.
Yeah, that's the reason you
That's
should
like a matter of
leave.
fact. I got some advice for you. Next time she runs out in the garage to milk her sheep or whatever,
Yeah.
kill yourself. There's my
Nobody's
advice.
hitting
No,
on his
knock her the
lady.
fuck out.
Jesus.
His lady goes to HEB unmolested.
Yeah. His lady she rides around in HEB.
Bitch, I'm about to put you out to the Farmville.
We go to the last one. This one is it's
She
a-
puts it on the rabbit, but it stays at the turtle.
this one.
How you got stuck on tile? How? On tile?
Bitch, are you Mexican? She's doing burnouts in the fucking. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jerry. You got
that's
another
funny.
one. She's doing burnouts
Every
in the
time,
milk.
every time she goes.
That's I can't get that out of my head.
Boy,
now.
you better not put a bottled water case.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What's up with our
No,
feet?
I wish you. I don't have.
I got you. No, that's why I asked.
Dude, my tolerance has gotten.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time I was on? Like how I could barely.
I don't
Yes.
want you too drunk. You were too mean to me when you drank a pint of whiskey. My God.
Oh, I was mean to Jerry.
You mean that life.
All right, let's go to the last story. Last story.
I got a dark soul.
This couple, both lawyers, been together a long time, and she started getting suspicious. He had an intern that was working in his office and hanging out with him all the time, and she started getting suspicious of the intern. There started being rumors going around, and she started finding text messages on his phones between him and this intern to meet up at late hours of the night. And then this intern's friend went and told a bunch of people that she had a dress that had a stain on it. And do you think...
Lawyer or president of the United States?
Just cut to the chase, Sam. Fuck.
No, he said lawyer.
You said he said there were
But
two lawyers.
But it's a
And
lawyer.
wait,
I gotta
They're
guess.
both lawyers.
I gotta guess.
Wait, Clinton was a lawyer too?
No, but I gotta get his guess if it's a lawyer. Johnny Cochran.
Oh no,
That's
Johnny
two on the-
Cockring.
Yeah,
That's a different. That's a different
different
case.
guy. Damn.
There was some banging around on that.
That was a different case. Yes, this is cheating. These two are banging like gongs.
Yeah.
There is no doubt in my
Banging like
mind. Absolutely. I don't trust late night phone calls and yeah.
You don't trust late night phone calls?
Not with interns.
What if you find a wet cigar?
What it smell like?
You sure this is Bill Clinton, motherfucker?
Yes, it's Bill Clinton.
God damn it! You jumped the line.
No, you said dress with a stain on it. I've only heard of one nasty bitch who kept a dress with a stain on it in my life.
Who's that?
Michael Lewinsky.
Oh, I didn't know that. I was a young fella.
You don't remember the Linda trip?
I was 6 or 7 years old. I remember hearing about it, but not knowing what the fuck was happening.
When someone says blue dress, what does it bring to mind for you?
Blue dress, devil.
That meme about
Devil with the blue dress
Devil
on?
with a blue dress. Is that about the
It doesn't.
scandal?
Was it a
Different
blue
No,
dress?
that song is not about.
It was a
scandal,
blue.
though.
Was it a blue dress? Was it a black dress?
It was a blue dress.
It was a blue dress.
It was a blue
Yeah.
dress.
When you
Stain
said
on a blue dress.
Blue
Stain
dress.
On it. There were some wet cigars.
How you gonna
Yeah.
work for a Democratic president with a blue dress?
Okay.
That's their colors, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit, never mind.
You
No,
can't-
Yeah.
damn you, party liquor.
You two called that, and I was sitting there trying to do the math. I was like, I think that's what you're supposed to do. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I figure you got so much residual Republican in you.
Yeah.
Okay, how you gonna?
what to do with that?
What's
the right answer?
I take a shit every morning. Slade. I take a shit every
Go
morning.
ahead, Sam. I don't
How you
wanna
gonna
step on your
snitch
line.
on a Democratic president wearing a blue dress?
Oh yeah.
That's all right.
Oh,
but we got
shit.
it on record though, right? Yeah, we got them.
Oh,
no,
shit.
that's all right. They missed the. They missed a little bit in the
Oh,
in the
the
last
last
chat.
You'll have
Tell
to
them
watch
the
the
last
YouTube
show.
version.
You know what?
That's
You
why
gotta
these
find it on
episodes
YouTube.
come out. That's why these
You guys
episodes
will have
come
to watch
out.
the produced version.
Find it
Sorry
on
for our
YouTube.
technical issues.
They're working very hard in the background. That's Adam Taylor and our
We
good
got a new
buddy.
soundboard. Things are
I know Jose Pena's working with us too, and new
Oh.
sound and some other stuff. You
I
can
love the way
absolutely
you
look
say
this stuff up.
lawyer. You say lawyer. It's not
Yeah.
lawyer. But I feel like you're saying it right. For some
I don't
reason.
know. It's just lawyer.
Lawyer.
Don't look at me right. Yeah.
But I grew up here in law. You know, you don't fuck with the law. You know,
Law.
And law don't go.
still-
Law don't
law,
go around
that's
here,
still
law
this
dog.
one.
Law don't go around here, law dog.
We agree on everything but vowels.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, very liberal except for my vowels.
we all agree on everything but vowels.
See,
There's
where
a
he come
disagreement.
from is my lawyer, and where we
Yeah.
come from is my bitch ass lawyer.
Yeah, exactly. Court appointed
'Cause I had to
motherfucker.
pay.
You
I'm
know,
doing
it's
all
funny.
his court appointed.
I come from a small town where there's this one lawyer, and he has the best small town lawyer name ever. There
Okay.
was one good criminal defense lawyer
A
in my
Texas
little
nigger
small
killer.
town of Kilgore, and it was not that guy.
He's
That
across
guy
the
didn't make
street.
it very
He's
long.
across the street.
That's his,
He's in Tyler.
this guy's his successor.
This guy,
He's
this
a
guy-
dollar but franchised.
This guy's name was Scrappy Holmes Jr. And he was
That is
the
a
best
Texas lawyer.
criminal defense lawyer
Scrappy
in Gregg
Holmes
County.
Jr.
And I'm telling you, dude, this guy, everybody in town owed their freedom to Scrappy Holmes Jr. Like Uncle Touche, he got him out of shit. I mean, he was just the best.
What
man.
was his
he could
retainer
run
fee?
them courts. I don't know, man. I
cow?
suspect like
3
an
years of
85
corn.
Honda Civic and
Running or not.
So,
the title to a car in your yard.
6 cans of Copenhagen.
do we have time?
Shit, I can
And-
afford 6 lawyers.
And your Sam's card.
Do we have time?
Yeah. What's up?
Because we're talking about lawyers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Law don't go around here, law dog.
shit out of my head. We're talking about lawyers.
Spell that.
Dude, spell lawyer.
No.
Dude, that's tough. Yeah.
I have only ever heard one other
There's no
person do a
W's in that
successful
L-I-E-U-R-S.
copy of my accent. And
Y-O-
Trey does it pretty well.
Lawyer.
Liar.
Right. Liars.
That sounds like what y'all trying to say.
L-I-A-R-S.
Yeah.
Liars.
Lawyer.
Liars.
So,
Liars.
say we're talking about lawyers.
Trey does do a good version. I don't do it well.
No, Mike McCrae couldn't do a very good, but Trey covers me pretty
Pretty
well.
spot
It's
on.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
Because he's never going to miss an opportunity to take a fucking shit on you.
That's okay, man. It's just fun to hear somebody do a
Hard
good
not
impression.
to. No, man. So I was asking this: if you are a lawyer and you're a lawyer and whatever, you get this case and there's a 15-year-old kid who is on trial for murder, right? And you're representing him, and this kid is found guilty. You were representing him, but he's found guilty.
Okay.
Are you crying because this kid's lost his life? Or are you crying because you lost the case?
Lawyers are crying because they lost the case.
Yeah.
Every time it's an ego.
I think honestly, I think if they have a moral confliction, they don't take it.
I will tell you this. My wife worked for the lawyer that represented Andrea Yates. She was his paralegal. And he was so fucked up by that case that he quit law and started an organization to help
Yes.
women out in
Mentally,
shitty situations.
I think
Postpartum
that
women.
people who
Wow.
get fucked up by cases like that go do other things. I think that people, if you're a law, I think you have to desensitize, man. You can't be a lawyer for cases like that and be emotionally attached. That's like me being emotionally attached to the outcome of a show. Like you know what I mean? Like I walk away a little sad, but I mainly walk away like, fuck, I'm mad I didn't get them. Not mad they didn't have a good time.
Mhm. Okay.
And
okay.
I, when we were talking about women with normal jobs, I dated a criminal lawyer, and she said that she's like, I have gotten guilty men walking free, and her way of sleeping well at night was, the court says innocent until proven guilty. And my job is not to assume whether this guy is guilty or not. My job is to say you don't have proof.
Gotcha.
And so she goes, so when I get a guy off who I honestly think was guilty,
Man, this chick
I
should
did
date
it.
Slade. They're so good at justifying shit.
she was like, she goes,
I've already
I
dated
honestly
10
think
of
he's,
her.
she goes, I honestly think he was guilty, but my job is I walk in and I go, there is no way to prove he fucking did this.
Yeah.
And blah, blah, blah.
Here's
And
the
she goes-
reasonable doubt.
And so then when that guy walks, she's like, I really have done my job to the letter of the law. And I'm like, bitch, you collected a check.
True.
This guy
So-
goes and rapes
Yeah.
4 women.
Yes, he gets right back out, shoots another motherfucker, and he's
And
like,
all that shit,
oh, well, they
yeah.
can prove that one. And that I didn't take that one. I'm like, okay, yeah.
I think it could go either way. In
But it was
Yeah.
cool because she paid for a lot of things.
I think a good lawyer does their job, and I think a good lawyer does their job and maybe exits the game plan, sort of like the guy you said, the guy that did the Andrew Yates case. I think a great lawyer becomes jaded.
And
Because
then you,
that's the only way
to stay in
that
it
you're
and be-
gonna be able to
yes.
stick in this is that
a good lawyer becomes a John Grisham novel. You Matthew
Yeah.
McConaughey your way through a case, and all of a sudden your
Yeah.
life's trajectory changes. But those lawyers who stay, those Johnny Cockrings or what,
Yeah,
those
yeah.
dudes,
Okay, so
they're
Johnny
detached.
Cochran. Johnny Cochran.
Don't let that motherfucker convince you that he cares a piece of anything about anything he ever presented, bro.
I think
That is
he-
a
Just
dude
like a
with a
good
track
comic.
record.
Just like a
because-
good comic.
Yes.
But that dude did a lot of shit. He did a lot of humanitarian.
Sure.
So before he
Don't
died,
believe he cared about those case
before he-
outcomes.
before he died, he said, "I don't want you guys. I don't want everybody to. I hate that the OJ trial is the thing that I'm most
Defines
famous
him.
for." He goes, "The one thing I wish that people knew I was most famous for was suing the LAPD for police brutality for $22 million." He was like, because I was a one
Yeah,
of the things
because
is
he
this-
knows that's the biggest number on his. That $22 million is his. That's one of the big ones.
That's the goal.
That's a
ring.
big
Well,
win. I want people to remember me for that big cash cow I killed.
Okay.
That's just
I
that's
can feel
his
that, but he's
personal victory.
also a person that was while he was doing the OJ trial, he was also a person that was a victim of police harassment and brutality. He drove his ass through Beverly Hills trying to do some discovery and got pulled over. So that was, I mean, that thing is more of like a sort of an emotional attachment to the case. But it's,
But now here's my
it ends
question.
up being
When
the
he-
thing that is
when
the
he
biggest
got
thing.
pulled over. Let me
Uh-huh.
ask you this.
How did all that?
Now, hang on.
Kardashians-
Hang on. When Johnny Cochran got pulled over, do you think he sat behind the wheel of that car drumming his fingers going, man, this is some racial injustice? Or did he drum his fingers going, man, I'm about to turn this into millions of dollars?
I
What do
it's
you
the
think
fir-
was
I
going through
think
his
it's
head?
the first one
Really?
because the one thing the
Okay.
one thing that bonds all of us together as black people, if you are caught in the wrong motherfucking neighborhood, we all feel the exact same way about the police,
And
no
he
matter
was
what
a-
status
and
you
he
at.
was a black
And he was
teenager
not-
before he was a lawyer.
And he was, and that
Okay.
part of his story
Okay.
too. It's a lot that's into that.
That's
what
fair.
were you gonna ask about the Kardashians? Why do you turn
didn't he
into a
create
tomato
the-
every time we had these intense conversations? I'm gonna need your ass to whiten up.
Oh, I'm sunburnt. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm sunburnt.
He's sunburned, and the,
Oh no, that's right.
and the shirt is maroon.
Yeah, sunburnt from the bike ride. Sorry.
But the other thing
We're
about
not all
Johnny
dressed
Cochran-
like a stingray.
I'm sorry. I feel
The other thing about Johnny Cochran, when you talk about lawyers having a moral conflict or whatever,
I'm sorry. I just saw this red face. I'm like, the fuck
Yeah,
is wrong
it's
with
really. You can see the outline of my sunglasses
Yeah.
if you look closely.
Okay, just let it record. I don't care what's happening online.
when you were talking about lawyers with a moral conflict or whatever during the OJ trial, when the prosecution said they were going to bring in the detective Mark Furman,
Oh yeah.
Johnny had such a moral conflict with his client that he actually went and told the prosecution, if you put him on the stand, OJ walks. He didn't tell him, I've got him on tape saying the N-word 47 times. He didn't give away his pony, but he did tell them, don't put him up there.
Yeah.
He did have the moral compass to at least try to fire the warning shot. He was like, you put that guy on the stand, I win. And he warned them, and they thought it was some subterfuge shit. So they put Mark Furman up there anyway, and Johnny Cochran walks up and goes, so what's your opinion on the N-word? Oh, I would never use that word. Oh, really? Here's a tape of you
Listen
saying
to my
it 47
ringtone.
times
Ladies
in
and gentlemen,
34 seconds.
this is not NWA.
Or Mel Gibson.
Yeah,
Back
I
to
still
the
heard that
important
type and was
story.
like, damn.
Didn't the Kardashians happen because of the OJ trial?
No. Their dad,
No.
Robert Kardashian, was
Was he OJ's first lawyer?
Yeah, he was friends. They were friends.
Okay.
Yes.
And he was but he was their dad was a part of
Like he was a
the dream
consultant
team. No,
to
the Kardashians popped because of that sex
Paris
tape.
Hilton. No.
Oh,
The Paris Hilton.
Paris
Hilton.
Paris Hilton.
Kim was Paris Hilton's assistant. That's
yeah,
right.
Paris was all over TMZ, and that's what she was doing her thing, just like the
Yeah, yeah,
Kardashians
that's
or whatever.
exactly right.
And then
Hot.
one time she showed up with her assistant, and everybody was like,
Who the
"Who
fuck
is
is
this
that?"
fine bitch?"
Yeah.
And it
This
was
was
just
before
Kim
that.
Kardashian. She didn't say a goddamn thing. She didn't do anything. She was just photographed with Paris Hilton.
She just stood there and let her ass take notes.
Yeah.
yeah, and then
Like a
and
good
then
RJ.
as soon as they were like, oh, well, her assistant's name is Kim Kardashian, and they're good friends, and this, that, and the other. So then the internet just went crazy, Googling Kim Kardashian. And then somehow somebody was able to hack that I clouded a sex tape between her and Ray J. No. because they.
I don't believe
Man, it's
for
to
one
hack in with
minute.
Ray J's password somehow.
I'm telling you what happened. They fucking.
It's
they-
like hack when baby boomers go, oh, my Facebook got hacked.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta let him finish, Jay.
They got it. They got it, and they threatened to release it, and they tried to blackmail it. And Kris Jenner was the one who said, fuck that. No one's going to make money off this shit but us. And she marketed intentionally her daughter fucking on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now they're all billionaires.
And guess what? It worked like a goddamn
they
charm.
turned everybody.
Is she Satan?
No, she's no.
She's rich.
She's
Yeah, Satan's probably rich.
Say it, boy.
she's the shit, man. She turned all of them into bad bitches, including Bruce. I mean, get with us, you're gonna be a bad bitch, one way or another.
I have a type.
Yeah, it's the wildest grandparents day ever.
I'm just picturing her with a calculator and an abacus right now.
She's a wizard.
Yeah,
Yeah, she wasn't a genius because Pam and Tommy did the same thing. They threatened them with that, and they were like, "Nah, fuck that. Let's just release this bitch ourselves and fucking make some dough." You know what I mean? But that's a husband and wife going, "Let's do this." That's not a mom telling her daughter, "Fuck yeah, let's go make $1 million right quick."
Well, they did that after they broke up, though, because remember Pamela pretended to be really unhappy about it.
Yeah, and both of them could use a paycheck. Baywatch was canceled. Motley Crue. At that point, they thought Vince Neil was about to die any minute because he was a fuck up.
Nikki Sixx,
Yeah,
either one of them at any given moment.
Or Mick Mars, who was
Or
supposed to be
Tommy.
dead.
Or Tommy.
Mick Mars was supposed to be dead 20 years ago.
All right. What else? What else we got this episode?
you never answered, Slade.
What was the question?
Are you crying because you lost the case? This is really a question for you.
Oh, I don't. I no. I
Or
think
are you
if
crying
I'm
because this kid's life is lost?
if I'm in that position, I'm in that boat where the first time I lose that and it goes sideways, I go do something else.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
that's
like
true.
Straight up jump ship. I'm a bull till I'm not.
Ultra
But
competitive.
Yeah.
not like a drug thing, like a serious deal.
No,
where you gotta
man. Like
slow it
if yeah, like some real shit. Like
Yeah, yeah.
that's if someone's life was done or not, you know what I mean? Because or different because of what I did. Like that's just.
This
When I got-
motherfucker's
when
gonna
I-
go teach a master class on
Yes,
Raw,
yes.
and he's gonna sell that shit on the internet, and he's not gonna take
I'll
it to
go
the case
make.
anymore.
I'll make sure that I do everything I can to make sure that never happens again. But I'm also never going to be in a position for that to happen again.
Yep.
That's
Do you-
exactly
Not
how
that
I have relationships.
Do you remember?
oh, you lay down the law. Okay.
I can tell you anything you
Case
want to
made the
know.
night. There's rules. There's parameters. Do you remember Mike Kohler?
Yes,
Okay,
I do.
so Mike Kohler was my lawyer when I got busted for marijuana back in like 2005, whatever, up in Montgomery County, which is a different situation than Harris County.
Of course.
And I'll never forget, we were like going over the night I got arrested and everything. He goes, all right, so I'm looking at the police report, and they're saying that you admitted the marijuana was yours. And I was like, yeah. He asked me if I had anything on me, and I pulled it out of my pocket and showed it to him.
Right.
It was a joy. And he goes, no, you tell him that's not your jacket, and you don't know where you got it, and you don't. And I'm like, well, I didn't have this handbook.
Right? These aren't my pants. Nobody told me.
Nobody told me I could.
I just didn't think anybody would believe that. That's why I just owned up
course
to
they
it while the
wouldn't.
guy was searching me, and I was like, this is mine. Yeah, sorry.
In connection to that, this is so funny to me. So I don't know if any of y'all watched any of the Untolds on Netflix.
I just watched the Malice at the Palace.
Okay, right.
That shit
So
was
it's like
amazing.
so they have one that's on Caitlyn Jenner, right? And I watched it, and I have mixed feelings about it because, okay, they show this whole journey of this person transitioning and when it started. It's really about Bruce winning the Olympics, but
I know what you're gonna say.
but they never bring up the manslaughter charge. And I just feel like no matter there's certain people that no matter what they bring, dude, I'll go fuck.
Caitlin's never been charged with manslaughter.
So that was the whole thing. They never bring it up, but I feel like that's an important piece to this person transitioning. This person becomes a woman while they have this case pending. And Cat Williams said, "Yo, many times I'd have been in court, never dawned on me to just show up as another motherfucker." He was like, he was like, "No, Bruce killed them motherfuckers." That's not like. Yeah,
Bruce don't live here no
Bruce
more.
don't live in no more, but
That's hysterical because you think he
I-
could have driven better. All right, I'm just.
oh wow, I love that.
I identify as innocent.
Yeah, I did.
No, I had the surgery and everything.
Hey, what you talking about? Yeah.
Totally had
Never brought that up. I just feel like there's some people that cannot escape. Whatever, no matter what, dude, they're gonna bring up OJ's trial, even though he was acquitted. They're gonna bring up Magic Johnson getting HIV. They're gonna and this person is an athlete. How the fuck could they not escape that thing? Like
Kobe
fucking
Bryant was
Dante
dead 20
Stallworth
minutes before somebody on TV said the word
bragging
rape.
about statutory rape, which he once again he walked away from the shit. 49 different dicks was in there or whatever. Just saying. There's some this person murdered somebody with their car, and they just like, well,
Nobody done even
you're
come
a
up.
woman now, and you're on the cover of Vanity Fair, so all is forgiven.
It's a reboot.
Don't worry, chat. It'll all be in YouTube.
It'll all be on
Slade has
YouTube.
sworn
Take
not to
your
edit
ass
to
to
save
YouTube.
anybody any criminal.
No. We got it. We should call this one. Let's do it. If anybody knows
I
this
should
one?
call this
No
one.
shots.
Just me, yes. Adjikalia, that's a good pun. Play on words, if you will. Adjikalia Volume 1, Vaults of Lore, the book. You can buy it, vaultsoflore.com. It'll link you over to the Amazon page and all things adjacent to the book. Lots of stuff to see on the website, too, kind of give you some background into what you're getting into with the book. You should do it. We're all reading it. Jerry has already finished it. And it's going to run us through the end of the month. Vaults of Lore is the book. Adjikalia Volume 1. What else is going on? We have, is this thing on? The final episode airs, it aired Tuesday. If you're listening to this in post, if you're listening to this now, it's tomorrow night. But
Slade, we
there's-
gotta go live in Europe.
really, we're
Because
gonna
they
do,
asked, or they're gonna be in the episodes done from Europe.
we'll do.
So we gotta do
you and I are
something.
gonna do. We'll grab some cigars. We'll go find. We're gonna have plenty of chances, many
Okay.
nights in many hotels to just bullshit around. And do
Separate
nothing.
hotels, right?
Separate rooms.
Separate room. That's what I meant.
Yeah. Well, separate hotels. You're not staying at the same place I am.
Yeah, okay.
That's,
Oh.
yeah.
Tutson is an African word for La Quinta.
Motherfucker, stop trying to upgrade him on this tour. You ever
Oh,
see
my.
how you say red roof in German?
The Poland Motor Lodge.
You still gonna be staying at America's Great Value Inn.
You gonna stay at the hotel your eye looks at.
Yeah. Yo, this is like the fucking Chappelle bit. He was like, he was hanging around all those Native Americans, and they was like, man, they was cool. They gave me my own teepee, which was dope, but them niggas all had houses and shit. They could have let me have one of the rooms.
I got you a TP tray. You're
Yeah.
gonna have to carry it. We'll be in Europe. We're doing 2 more episodes on Monday. You will be able to see us then, and then the final episode of Ito tomorrow. Anyway, we're around. YouTube, get on there, subscribe it. That's the easiest way to do it. Shouts out to Adam Taylor and of course Jose Pena, working things in the background. Lots of Whiskey Brothers stuff around the corner. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Peace.
They don't want no problems. Nah.
Music provided by Scarface. Thank you for listening to yet another excellent episode of the Whiskey Brothers Podcast, the world's funniest podcast ever. The Whiskey Brothers Podcast was made in America by Americans, mostly in and around the Houston area. All content copyright the Whiskey Brothers. This concludes our broadcast day. Goodbye.